because you know it'd be like that sometimes. All right, so we got GT Goku. So today we gonna explain how to play the quote unquote rack. Now rack, I really don't worry about it. GT Goku don't snitch, but he just out. He ain't gonna say nothing. Alright, but anyways, let's get to the actual meat and potatoes, right? So B&B, so it's basic combo structure. Let me take them off of guard all follow-ups. So you get jab, medium, simple. Now, listen, what's important here is when I'm doing this combo, standard 1, 2, 1, 2. So let's say after these two, light, heavy. You can do that, easy. But you don't get the follow up. You have the power play. So light, heavy, if you just want to mash, you get 1, 2, but you don't get the regular jump cancel. So what I do is I do light, medium, light, and then I jump cancel that, and I use my jump cancel in the first part of the combo. You don't have to, but that's just what I usually do, because this way there'll be no height discrepancies. Heavy in the combo, that's your miscombo. You can dash up, but you don't get great Oki, but it, you know, it'd be like that. If you want better Oki, you can do the you can do the same combo. And 2H. And now you're right here. Something else you can do, right? If you want to spin the bar, powerful heavy again, but you have to EX it. And it still leaves you pretty far, but you can get over there. Now, what I normally do, me personally, is here, and then I'll do light orb into assist, which I don't have assist right now, but you light orb into assist, dash up, and you get jabs, easy. So that is the most generic combo you can do anywhere on the screen, even the corner. Same exact thing. Heavy, super dash, knockdown. And one more thing, light orb, no knockdown, medium orb, knockdown, heavy orb, always knockdown. Simple. So let's talk. We got basic mid-screen combos. Let's talk advantage combos. So GT Goku is weird. There's a lot of things you can do and can't do because how it's things where like you can't just do like, you know how you with the first hit with some characters when you catch them. You can do it, but it's really hard with him. So what you want to do is you want to dash super deep and just get the jab, because the second hits of the auto combo almost always hit, and that's really good for him. Weird, jab, and I miss. And if you do keep missing, what you can do, it's stand him. That it's advancing, and it hits high too. So on advantage, there's a good way to like confirm that you're gonna get the hit if you can't get the jab down. Now, simple things. Let's see. We got that. Let's get some 2H combos. So you have a couple options. You get 2H, same thing. Now you already use your smash, so you don't get any powerful follow-ups, right? Unless you're in the corner. So if I get a 2H, what I usually do is I just do basic nonsense, heavy, not just orb blade. It's not great, but it's something. Same thing. You can also end in. Hold on, I'm stupid. Hold up. 2H is not fantastic. That's fine. You can end in 2H in the air and get the knockdown same way. There's a couple things. So now, what's really important, if you want a super, right? If you want to get level 1, there's certain things you have to do. So let's say we're doing a basic B&B, right? Now go here. Now level 1. Oh, it missed. That's important to know. Now we do the same one again. And now it connects. You see, you gotta understand your combo, but like a high hit stun combo, this move right here will miss. You gotta remember that too. So GT Goku has hard times level 1A. But if you have a bar and a half, EX will almost always land. You see how far I was, it still connects. So when in doubt, EX. Or in the corner, same thing. Even if you're closer, it's still very inconsistent and the timing is weird. So over here, try to do it as fast as possible, connects. But same idea. Make sure like you do it as fast as possible, or you just EX it, or you just use J2H. That is your best friend if you want to land level 1. Level 3, same thing. What I would suggest is canceling that early with Orb. So this combo here, because you can't even get level 3 after regular BNB. Because even if you EX it, you're way over here. You get the idea. But it's arrow K, so what you do, same thing, heavy, Orb, and you just cancel it early. Now you can wait till like right before the last hit, but if you mess up, you whip level 3 and you just wasted 3 bars. But it's an option that you need to do. We'll get there in a second. So that is, we went over advantage confirms, or kind of. Advantage confirms. Like you see, it can be tricky just doing regular things. But that right there is what I'll usually go for in match with the auto combo. So what I'm usually doing in that situation, I wouldn't really do a jab with mid screen, is I'll wait a second to start dashing to time it better. You see how that like always lands? Cause you know how some auto combos will lift there. GT Goku will like almost always land after you hit this jab. If you hit this jab. Alright, let's talk about corner combo. So we have Dragon, Flash Fist, or whatever it's called. We'll call this Daigo, just to be simple. So for combos, this move is really good. You can use it air, ground, same idea. So if you want to do ground, you can do basic whatever into it, then medium, heavy, super dash, all that good stuff. You can also use it in air, which is probably more likely to do it. And to follow up that in air, you use the reverse command now. Now this is a little complicated, but it's not that bad. Especially this way I'm about to show you. Don't do that. Hold on, let me use my brain. Do this. You do reverse command mail, and you'll do reverse command mail, and you'll hit down forward, down forward. That's the simplest way to do it. I do it slightly different normally, but that version works. And you get knocked out and some damage. So what I did there was I did reverse command mail, then I did up forward, down forward, but you can do down forward, and it still connect. So whatever you find easy. So now another way to do the same thing with reverse command man is doing it off a power pole, and this is the one I do most of the time. But here's the thing though, this combo is inconsistent depending on the character. So let me tag in the other GT Goku. And so I'm gonna do this combo same way, but I'm gonna do it as fast as I can. So right after the heavy, I'm gonna cancel, and it did connect. But sometimes that will miss, especially in frame delay. The second reverse command man will miss the character, and then you just drop your combo. So after the power pull, delay your input. So here, wait a second to do your reverse command man. You see how much hits on you have. You have plenty of time. Here, and you get you knocked out. Now, that's just basic corner stuff, and usually I'll go for the one I just showed you. This one, it's a reverse command man, it's an assist. That's the one I'll mostly do, right? Now, let's talk rejumps. Now, rejumps are something that's usually like mad hard, but with this character specifically, this jump heavy has so much hit stun that rejumps are mad easy. So literally any combo to stand heavy, you want to super dash and dash forward as soon as possible. As I'm dropping this combo. That's what you want to do. So after you hit the heavy, wait a second, and then super dash. So delay it. Now with most rejumps, right, you would do it, you would have to delay the super dash, dash forward, delay the next button, all these small delays. GT Goku, you dash forward and hit heavy as soon as possible. The only delay you're doing is on the super dash. So wait a second. Alright, let me stop you. There you go. I mean, with this one, you only have to super jump or dash jump. You just have to, you can just hold up forward. So here I'm holding up forward and it's good combo. Why are you not recovering? because it's on random. That's why I make that. And there you go. Almost 5,000 damage for literally nothing. Now, understanding how that rejump works, only delaying the super dash, you can get a lot of damage from it. So one more time, just to explain it a little better. After the heavy, you're gonna wait a second and then super dash, and then dash forward heavy. Dash forward heavy. And don't delay. After super dash hits, you gotta do dash right away. You get the idea. Let's talk about higher up damage confirms actually. Now that we're on it. I know we're everywhere, but you know it's fine. Bootleg tutorial. Let's say you're here. What you can do is reverse Kamehameha and then level 3 if you have the bar. You need like absolutely the most possible damage you can get. You can do something like that. I know it missed, but you get the idea. So what I've tried to do if I ever need to use this, 1 and 2, then regular Kamehameha. So to do regular Kamehameha, you see my inputs, you see how I just hit S. So here you can move, and you just tap S, you get the Kamehameha. Just so you know. Got 2 H, still charge. Again. Here. So 1 and 2, Kamehameha, then level 3. You get the idea. Maximizing your damage for bars. The only issue is there's not really a great way to get a knockdown off of that. I mean, you could vanish. And then, like, EX or whatever. But it puts you so far away. But you get the idea. Alright, let's go to Spirit Bomb confirmed. So let's bring in the boys awesome. Actually, you know what? We're just going to switch to this GT Goku since this is my main team on this side. So, Spirit Bomb. Auto combo into Spirit Bomb. One of the most pivotal things that makes GT Goku really, really good. How do you do this? So, auto combo, right? You're gonna input reverse Kamehameha, and you're gonna hold up back. Up back. You see this on this direction. Input reverse Kamehameha and hold up back right away. If you do this too slow, you'll get reverse Kamehameha or you get like a regular Kamehameha. So let's say I wait too long and then do it. Oh, I still got it, but you get the idea. So up forward and then down back. So you're jumping this way and then down and back. Let me get that. So it's 9 and then 1 for this side. So I'm doing reverse Kamehameha. I'm holding 9. Look on your number pad if you need notation. And then I'm holding 1 on the second one. We're doing it. Reverse Kamehameha, 9. And I did it too late there. That's why I got that. 9, 1, and then Spirit Bomb. Now this is not inconsistent, but let's say hard to do because you have to delay the 1S. So you're doing quarter circle. So here, after you toss them, you're doing quarter circle forward S to get reverse Kamehameha, even if it's usually a quarter circle backwards. But because you're side switching, you have to do the opposite direction. So I'm doing quarter circle forward S, and then I'm doing 9S right away to get him to go in the right direction. 9S, and then I'm gonna delay a second, and I'm gonna do 1S. And I keep dropping it, but it's fine. I'm trying to do it super slow so you can see it. Nice. So if you do it as fast as you can, you have to cancel Spirit Bomb super quickly, which is not the best. I'm dropping this like hotcakes last game. There we go. Now you can tell if you landed it or not by how close GT Goku is to the Spirit Bomb, or how the opponent is to the Spirit Bomb. And once you practice it a lot, you start to see like if they're too close, too far, you know when you're dropping. But even if you do drop it, you can move after Spirit Bomb. So if they tech there and they don't down tech, you're still gonna get a mix up after it. So, but obviously you want the damage. Let's talk assist with it. So we're gonna do a basic BNB, and I'm gonna go into the delicacies. Dollar auto combo. Spirit Bomb. That's a basic example of how you can get Spirit Bomb with Cone. Now, the easy way to end it is just dash forward Dragon Rush. That'd be the simplest way to do it. But there's also a combo thing. So let's say you want to spend all the bar because you got to kill the character. You gotta wait, dash forward, Dragon Rush, Flash Fist, into, you know, whatever. Whole 7 bar combo. Or 6 bars. But you get the idea. So this one, there's no real visual cue, you just gotta kind of get used to the timing. This is an example of like maximizing damage, but you get the idea. So let's talk block string. Right? So GT Goku, let me set him to guard all. I'm sorry. So GT Goku has really good staggers because this right here, they don't really know when it's gonna end. So you can do this stop, and it's only -4. So in this game, moves that are safe on block. So jabs are 6 frames. So if it's not 6, if it's not -6, that means it's safe. So this is -3, that's safe. -4, that's safe. -7, that's unsafe. -6, that is punishable, but it's still pretty good. So basically, with GT Goku, you can do a lot of this right here if they're anti. Just that delay into the second hit of auto combo, or just do 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, and wait, and then go into it. Because it's so many hits that in their brain they're like, I have to block every hit, and they're not gonna be ready for the next follow up. Same thing. This move right here. This is 2S. This move is a low, and also puts you airborne. So what you can do with this is a basic block string. I'll go for it just to simplify it. Is it light, light, medium, medium? Doesn't matter what order of mediums. I know most people do 2M, 5M, but I usually do 5M, 2M, especially with GT Goku, because with the 6 you get the same extension and you get better corner carry. But wait, we'll get there when we get there. Now I'll do 2S into heavy. Why do I do 2S into heavy? Because they get by this, you basically auto confirm without having to think. If you do something like heavy then 2S, if you hit this 2S here, you have to visually confirm it and then hit 5S before you go airborne, or you miss, or you drop the combo. So just here, 5S, and all of this is true block string. That's another important thing. Now you can also use stand as power pole on the block string, but remember this is not true. So if they're mashing reflect or anything you do heavy into this, they can reflect you, they can level 3 you. That's important to know. So let's say they're mashing, right? And you do that, you get out of it. All this is true. Here. And let me show that by we're gonna put him on guard first only. So he's on guard everything that's true block string. So here. Nothing he can do about that. He has to block all that. Now let me do this again. Here into that. Now, 2 things to know. They can reflect this, they can level 3 it. But if they're mashing, they're gonna get hit. And it's a good frame trap because a lot of people after they block for some time, let's say you staggered once, staggered it again, they blocked it, and now you're doing your block string. Like you block, go here, you heavy, and you do this, and they're tired of blocking, so they're just mashing buttons, right? Like a madman. You get hit. Now, something else you can do is you can mix this up with light into 6M, and you do light, go straight into power. So what that does is that you condition them to, oh, he's about to 6M him, and you hit him with this, which is a true block string. So if they're mashing reflect, mashing a button, they'll get smoked by this. But using just his simple tools. Also, solo mix up, it's not great, but powerful and let you jump. You can dash back, stuff like that, but you can't be 2H with no assist. Something like that. You get the idea. Let's talk about GT Goku with assist. So basic block string, here. Now, I normally do that. Now what this does is push you airborne so then you can forward dash. But they nerfed this, so now going low is pretty hard. If your assist has any pushback, you're not gonna be able to do it, but basically it's like that, and that's, you can't 2H that setup specifically because the DAW has 35 frames of block time, I think. Is that 35? 46, jeez. Alright, I like it. Is it 46? 46 block, that's crazy. And base coach is like 20 something, right? No, 37. Something seems really off here, but whatever. Right here, base Goku. You see how base Goku pushes, so assists like that won't work. So you gotta know your assist. If you wanna go up like that, base Goku works. It's just weird timing. See, there you go. You usually have to mess with it. Find a setup to where and put the dummy on 2H. Make sure you can't be 2H or jabbed out of it. And make sure if they don't block it, they get counter hit. That's the idea with GT Goku mix up. Basically, light orb, dash forward, or medium orb works too. EX orb works too, but you know you don't really want to use it. But you get the idea. He has a lot of options. Like I said, this is what? This is -6, right? Yeah, this is only -6, so you can try to stagger with that. But this is visually, like, forward advancing moves are also visually weird on people and cause weird block stun. So people will be likely to like to stop blocking. So if you do something like that, and just go into the low, they'll be waiting for like the 2M or something, and you can catch them. So stagger pressure with GT Goku is really, really good. Let's talk support. GT Goku assist. Now something important about this assist you have to know is that it brings them back to the ground. That's something you're really gonna have to get used to because a lot of assists don't do this. So we're gonna go to the training dummy. We're gonna make him jump. So he's jumping, right? Let me switch it. Call GT Goku. He blocks it, jumping. He gets shot back to the ground. So I call him, and he's gonna have to block that overhead. Goichi used to fuzzy. He'll do this. You'll drop back to the ground. He'll jump right there and fuzzy you. But basically, they're always on the ground, so you dash up to them. If they don't block it, it cuts off all this area. And you know, people always up, back in, jumping, floating. So it's really good. But the thing is, let's say they have a beam assist, right? The beam, let's say, or Gohan. The beam, it goes across and it'll smoke you. GT Goku will not clash with beams because his beam is too high. And they don't interact. So that's something to remember. So if you call GT Goku dash forward and they call that beam assist, you get smoked. So usually you can do this, so you confirm the super dash or something. That's the idea. Basically, you force them to stop jumping. Ooh, what else? You know, with Spirit Bomb, hard combos. Let's talk some sparking stuff. Stop jumping. So we got Spark, GT Goku. So what you getting Spark? So basic combo on Spark. Let me take you off the guard first. Off of heavy. So what you can do here, you can IED heavy after stand heavy, combo off of that. But his basic sparking loops. So let's say you get like a 2H spark or whatever, or you're in spark and you get a 2M. It's medium, heavy, and you can do up forward heavy on big characters, but a lot of keys, heavy, powerful, jump heavy, duels. And it's a very simple loop. So medium start up heavy, powerful, jump up heavy. That's the start of it. Powerful, jump up heavy, then going powerful. So heavy, powerful, dash forward. Heavy, powerful, dash forward, heavy. Then you're heavy again. You see that? Heavy, powerful. Let me do this way. Heavy, powerful, dash forward, heavy, jab, heavy. You got that. Going a little fast, but you'll get you. Heavy, powerful, dash forward, heavy, jab, heavy, powerful. You got it. Heavy, powerful, dash forward, heavy, powerful, dash forward, heavy. You just repeat this. And eventually it's on the gate, cause it goes in, but you get the idea. Like, you get so much off of this for no reason. It's not too hard to TOD off of this, well, especially if you're in sparking him in a regular icon, you know, stuff. Like even solo GT Goku, easy TOD off of this. And then there you go. But you do need a ton of bar to do this. Dash, Dragon Rush, Flash Fish, level 3, and you're dead. You're very dead. But you get the idea. Alright, so that was a GT Goku overview. Hope y'all learned something, maybe. like I said, these are bootleg tutorials, non-structured, stream format, so it just be like that sometimes. This video is gonna be pretty unedited, but if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I can probably read them. But anyway, it's cool. If you want to see another character done like this, I don't play the whole roster, but I play a good number of characters and give y'all something to, you know, start out with. Just let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're on our way to 250, and we trying to hit it. Videos every day. Like, come on now, you gotta just hit that like button. It's free. Shout out to Lotus. Anyways, keep it real.